They are string format, and then you have the number format, impression clicks and video calls. So if you go to a next, I'm sorry, I have a question here. I'm sorry. I have a question here about that. Can we add a new column while importing the data? We can. Yes, 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 we can, we will do that, we will do that. So, once you do a next, what happens is firstly, you see Datorama. As you know, Datorama has identified the data set. And what it does is it recognizes your data set as ads data set. Right now you may say, how about that? If I don't want it to be an ad status, if it is something that you don't want to be an ad status, it does something and you want to see any of the other things. So you can go over there. There you get. You know, if you go over here, you can see that there are types of data sets that you get to see when you go to the data stream types, you see its add data set search keywords, add verification conversion tags, web analytics event, tags pages, e-commerce conversion tags, messaging by data, competitive products, social listening, how, like whatever you can gauge from your side and whatever you think can be the data stream types. It is present. And then you know. So we know there is a color combination. Sorry, I didn't get you. When you click on the switch data set there you can see different color sets, green, yellow and red. Yeah, these. Yeah, that's because. Why is that? Why is it toggled for these? Because search keywords and ads data, search keywords is part of the components of this data set is present in ads data set and search keywords, data set. So that's why this data set is also on, because you see campaign, you see placement, you see clicks, media cost, impressions and search keywords as well. Right. So that's why this data model is also on in here. So it's showing like most matching data set. Yes, but thanks. We know after mapping, like sometime can we come back and change the data stream type? You can know after mapping. You can. What you can do is, but then you have to go for a remapping again. Okay, because you change your data set. What happens is the placeholders get changed, even right there. If it is changed from anything like from an ad dataset to, you feel that it's a web analytics, though it's not a web analytics. It won't be giving you fields to map. But if you want, I will do it as a generic data stream. So what happens is then all these main entities and sub-entities get changed to generic names. Yeah, so what I do is so. So these left side columns that you see now, these are coming from the raw data. And these right side columns that you see, these are all data model. How will you separate them? You see, it comes with a symbol of model fields. These come as CSVs or ABCs. These are the strings and these are the model fields. So basically, you are just putting these values in here to the model field, so that we can map them correctly. Okay. So when we say that you know a key or an ID, that key ID is mapped as a key over here. Okay, let me do a small thing. That is so if you want to unmap something, so this is mapped. When you have and say you want to unmap. So this is unmapped, you just click over here. Your campaign key gets unmapped. Okay. Then again you go back here and go ahead and check campaign key. You can do this and you can apply it over here. Now, as we mentioned, coalesce function. So how will you do coalesce function? So you go over here and there is your formula editor, and what you do is you go ahead and write the function over here and the formulas. Formulas we will take up later. This is just to give you a mapping experience. So mapping and mapping happen now. So then there are fields called custom attributes. So what are custom attributes? So suppose you have identified columns which are attributes of the media by key. Okay. So when we say attributes of the media by key and suppose media by size is over here. So say anything like placement, dimension, placement, whatever. Like those things are parts of the placement ID, which is basically comes under the media by key. Now each entity is blessed with the custom attributes, mapping. So if I go over here, I can see that there are empty placeholders for. And these are like media by custom attributes. So if you want to map anything like these many columns won't be there in your data set always. Then there are media by custom attributes. So you can go ahead and map your external field, whatever you want to as media, by custom attributes. And you can see that there are around 40 custom attributes that per entity has. And then there is and what you can do is you can go ahead and map your custom attributes. Similarly campaign as well. One second. Yeah. So similarly campaign also has. So you see, we were mentioning about exchange and strategy, right? So you see, exchange custom attributes strategy, custom attributes. So these are basically for your many-to-many site media buy. You have all these custom attributes. Come here like okay, so. So these are, the custom attributes are nothing but all the attributes that you see as a part of an entity, because entity attributes can be many. Right. Whatever attributes qualify to be a part of an entity, you can map them all into the custom attributes columns. yeah. Then you have your measurements in here, and so on and so forth. Here you can quickly write a formula and map it to a column.